Alright guys, so welcome back to Hendrickson Ridge. I just wanted to jump on here real quick and make a quick video because I'm cleaning my Stihl chainsaw, getting it ready to do a little cutting in the yard. But I have this Oregon Sharpener and it works great. It has to be adjusted. So I'm going to go over the adjustments, and I found a pretty good angle to cut on this thing where this chain is super sharp. Now the manual says 25, 30 degrees, depends what chain you have, but for these medium sized to bigger Stihls, I found the angle on here. I mean, this thing cuts like crazy. So we'll go over the angles and all that, and then we'll get her sharp and we'll test her out. So stand by. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you guys. So the first angle is the entire head, right? So again, depending on what chain you got, but for the bigger Stihl chain, and most of the time I use this whole thing, this loosens up, and I got this at a 50-degree angle. You'll see it on the back here, 50 degrees. I got it marked. I hardly ever change that, right? This little adjustment here is how deep the cut will be on the tooth right here. It will stop the wheel from going too deep. Okay, I got that about halfway out, but you'll have to play with that one a little bit. All right, and so that's that for the main machine angle. Now this will go 10 degrees in, 10 degrees out, right? It just kind of pivots in its slot right here. So right now I'm doing the side that needs to be angled in. So, but that'll stop. That's about a 10-degree angle, and that'll stop. Okay. So then you have your brake. So once you get your chain in here, that's the other thing. This here, if your wheel is hitting too far, or you know, it's not lining up with your tooth, adjust this here to bring this in and out. That will adjust your chain stop in and out, okay? Once you got that set, now you can see where your wheel hits your tooth. It's perfect, right? So the magic angle though, you have here, as far as there's a knob down here to turn, and this whole thing turns back and forth. They recommend 30, 35, 25, all these angles in here, right? I don't know if you can see them, but the magic one that I found for these medium to big chains is right between 25 and 30, right in the middle. And let me tell you, couple little hits, boom, boom, on each one. Unlock her, slide it. It's hard to do with one hand, but slide it to the next tooth. Lock her up. Lock her up, boom. Well, we got the wrong tooth here. The tooth facing that way is the one we want now. You can see the angle. And boom, we're on that second tooth. Start with this tooth here, which I always put a little mark, paint the tooth black, something gives you a quick reference of where you start. All right, turn her on, boom. She's locked in. Couple little hits, she's good. You don't want to leave it on there too long. It'll burn the temper out of the chain. Nice and shiny, perfect angles. Boom. Skip that tooth. Boom. Look down in the gullet of your teeth. Make sure you went deep enough. Alright, if this button ain't letting you go deep enough, screw it in a hair. But mine is, I was just fiddling around with it. Alright. Boom. I always get the tip and then go back in for the gullet because I don't want to heat up the chain. Alright. And boom. Leave her in there too long. That's about it. And then when we flip her around, do basically the same thing on the other side. Alright. So this is unlocked, locked. Okay. Alright. Coming up on our last couple teeth on this side, right? And this was our last one. All right, we're good, right? Turn her off. Now the only thing you have to change is you have to spin around that way. So, right, so we'll loosen this bottom. We can flip this angle out that way. It's 10 degrees, stays the same. And then this little needle will go right between 25 and 30. Make sure you're holding this towards you, right? 25 and 30. Tighten her up. Put your chain back in there. All right. We're going to be doing the opposite direction. Nothing else should need adjusting. All right. Make this tooth black so we know where we started. And boom, ready to go. Lock her in. If you find she's grinding a little too much, just back this off a hair, hold her tight, okay? Boom. Now this is be the tooth that's facing away from you. A little quick jab. Once you get her adjusted, she goes pretty fast. All right, now it's only been what, 5 minutes, and I'm already at the last tooth. So that's it. She's super sharp. Turn this off. We're going to put this saw back together, and we'll go do a little cutting. You'll see, boy, that's going to throw the dust out. Stay with me. All right, guys. See how we did. There you go, guys. Right in between 25 and 30, that angle. Makes a world of difference. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys. Have a good day.